Breaking. Just when you thought the Lakers were done building their roster, they left the door wide open. One full roster spot still unfilled, one two-way contract untouched. Why? This isn't a mistake. This is a setup. Something is going on behind the scenes, and the front office isn't saying a word. They already made noise bringing in Marcus Smart, clearing out Goodwin, Milton, and Jimerson, and handing two-way deals to Manon and Coco. That should have been the end. But now, with those last two slots sitting empty, fans are asking the real question: what's the Lakers' next move and why are they holding back? Sources say they're still active in trade talks. The Lakers are watching the market. Rob Pelinka is waiting, not rushing. And with this roster one piece away from being complete, the next decision could flip the entire season. But before we look at who's available, let's break down what's blocking the move. It all starts with the cap. Don't forget to subscribe to Elite Hoops for more powerful basketball stories. The Lakers aren't just running out of options, they're running out of room. After using their non-taxpayer mid-level exception, they're stuck just $1 million under the first apron. That's not enough to sign anyone, not even a veteran on a minimum deal. Right now, they're boxed in, and any move they make has to fit within that tight budget. They can't simply go out and grab a free agent. To do that, they need to clear salary first. That means trading someone without taking back money in return. And that's where things get tricky. Names like Gabe Vincent and Maxi Kleber have been mentioned, but finding a team willing to absorb those contracts won't be easy. This is why the Lakers have been quiet. It's not about hesitation, it's about limitation. Until they move a contract, their hands are tied. But while standard deals are off the table for now, one move still makes sense, and it doesn't cost them a dime. Let's get into that next. Here's what most people are missing. The Lakers still have one easy move left. Their final two-way contract slot is wide open, and the best part? It doesn't count against the salary cap. While other signings are frozen by money limits, this one isn't. That gives the front office a rare chance to add depth without touching the main payroll. So far, they've used two of their three two-way deals. Chris Manon covers the backcourt, and Christian Coco handles the center position. But that third spot, the wing, is still missing. And if you've been watching this team closely, you know that's a position they've quietly struggled to fill for depth. This is where smart teams separate themselves. While others scramble to move big contracts, the Lakers can plug in a young, athletic wing through this low-risk slot. It's a smart move just waiting to happen. But who should get it? Let's talk about the guy who looked like the perfect fit until he was gone. David Jones had everything the Lakers needed: size, defense, and scoring. During Summer League, he lit it up with 22 points per game, shooting over 50% from both the field and the three-point line. He even played defense with real energy, something that's rare in a young wing. He wasn't just putting up numbers, he was making an impact on both ends. The Lakers had already shown interest in him during the draft process. He fit exactly where they had a hole, that bigger wing role in the two-way slot. Fans were hoping, maybe even expecting, that the front office would move quickly and lock him in before another team could act. But they waited too long. Just as things were lining up, the Spurs stepped in and signed him to a two-way deal. That one decision closed the door and maybe even cost the Lakers a big piece. Now they're back to square one, but there's still one name on the board who might be even more intriguing. Let's look at him next. With David Jones off the board, the Lakers are looking at another young name, Dink Pate. He's only 19, but he's already shown real flashes during Summer League. His shooting surprised a lot of people, 50% from three on limited attempts, and his length and athleticism give him serious defensive upside. He's the kind of player who doesn't need the ball to make an impact. Pate can switch onto multiple positions, guard the perimeter, and hold his own inside. That's rare for someone his age. He's not polished yet, but the tools are there. For a team like the Lakers that's already built around stars, adding a raw but talented piece like this could be a smart long-term move. And let's not forget, this is a two-way contract we're talking about. There's little risk and all upside. If the Lakers want to keep growing their bench with youth and energy, Dink Pate might be the best available option right now. But to make bigger changes, they'll have to clear more than just a two-way slot, and that starts with a trade. If the Lakers want to open up real space, the most obvious move is to trade Gabe Vincent. His contract is big enough to clear room, and he hasn't been a key part of their rotation. Moving him without taking any salary back in return could unlock the ability to sign a real contributor, someone who can help right away without breaking the cap. That's where Gary Payton II comes in. His name has been floating around, and the connections are hard to ignore. He shares an agent with Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton, and Jackson Hayes, players already linked to the Lakers in one way or another. It's clear the agent has pull with the front office, and Payton's defense-first game fits what this team is trying to build. If Vincent is moved and no backcourt player returns, Payton could slide into that open spot perfectly. He brings toughness, playoff experience, and the kind of energy that wins games when it matters most. list. But he's not the only option being talked about. There are still a few other names on the board. Let's go over them. If the Lakers manage to move salary and open a spot, a few names stand out as possible targets. Amir Coffey is one of them. He's coming off a season where he shot over 40% from three, including strong numbers from the corners. He's not a lockdown defender, but he can hold his own. And with his size and shooting, he checks a lot of boxes for a team needing wing depth. Another familiar face is Jordan Goodwin. The Lakers recently waived him, but technically they could bring him back if he clears waivers. He plays hard, defends well, and already knows the system. That said, it's unlikely he'll stay available long. Other teams are expected to jump at the chance to sign him with a better role. Outside of those two, the list gets thinner. Guys like Malcolm Brogdon or Cody Martin might be worth a look, but either they're headed elsewhere or cost too much. The options are limited, and that's why the Lakers are being so careful. But even if none of these players land in LA, there's still one smart move the team can make before the season tips off. Let's talk about it. The Lakers are walking a fine line. They could enter the season as is and give this roster a real shot. On paper, the team is balanced and deep enough to compete, but the one thing they still haven't solved is the lack of a true 3-and-D wing. That gap might not show in the regular season, but it could cost them in the playoffs when matchups get tougher. There's still time to act. Whether it's through a quiet trade or one final two-way signing, the front office has the tools to make one more adjustment. It won't be a flashy move, but it could be the kind that strengthens the bench and fills a weak spot without messing up team chemistry. The question is whether Rob Pelinka wants to wait and see or get ahead of it now. Whatever the decision, this roster feels one piece short of being complete, and that's why the next move, big or small, could end up being the one that decides how far the Lakers go this season. Blessings to all my Elite Hoops subscriber family. Your support means everything. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.